What's up? So last time we talked about right hand technique, and we will get into left hand technique as well, but I said I was going to do pitches next, so pitches is what we're going to do. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to identify what all the different pitches are. So like we've got, I will give you a hint. There are 12. There are 12 different notes that we can play. Anything beyond 12 is just a repetition of an already played note, an octave equivalent. So we've got our 12 notes, and we're going to figure out what they are and how to find them. So the 12 notes, starting as what is easy to find on the guitar, we've got our lowest string is E, so we're going to start with E. We're going to count up all 12 notes that there are. We got E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and we're back to E. So one thing to keep in mind, there are a sharp or a flat for each note except E sharp is F and B sharp is C, and likewise C flat is B and F flat is E. They're like, in certain key signatures you might find these, but it's not, if you say F, but the paper is written as E sharp, like, people, they're gonna know what you mean. But so those are all the different notes, and we can find their octave equivalents in multiple ways, and that is what we're going to be doing right now. So let's start. So when we play the E, the open E string, that gives us an E. If you've been playing guitar for a little bit, you probably already know that the 12th fret is also E. But we can also find E. So on the same string, if we go up 12 frets, that's an octave. But if we go up one string, so like if we want to find that same E on the A string, we'll need to go up 7 frets. And if you think about it, this makes sense, because like when you tune a guitar to itself, you go from the 5th fret, right? And it should be the same note. So if we take that and we just move it up, we'll find that the 12th fret and the 7th fret make the same note. With that in mind, if we start at the 7th fret and go up one string, we can go back 5 frets the same way we did. And there's our next E at the 2nd fret of the D string. So we've got same string is plus 12 frets. The next string is plus 7. The next string is plus 2. And you can see it just goes by, like fives, in keeping with the pattern of the guitar. So like if we start here, because I don't have room on the open string, if we start here, we can do the same thing. I mean, I can't go up 12 frets on the same string because I don't have enough frets, but it would be like right there. And we've got the next string, we can go up 7 frets. And the next string after that, we can go up 2 frets. Right, so one string is 7 frets, 2 string is 2 frets. So if we go up 3 strings, so if we start on the E and we want to find that same E on the G, we're going to have to go back 3 frets. So 1 and 7, 2 and 2, or 3 and 3. You know, with that, if we want to go up, 5 strings. So if I want to play this same E on the B string, I gotta go back pretty far. I gotta go back 7 frets. You're like 7? Well, 3 plus 4 is 7, not 3 plus 5. Well, that's because between the G and the B, we've only got a difference of 4 frets as opposed to 5. And then, so if we went back 7 frets, then the really cool part is that if we go up 6 strings, right, add 7 of that, and we can just play it on the same fret. But again, you might have already known that if you've been playing for a little while, that, you know, your top string and your bottom string are the same note if you play them on the same fret. So that is one way to find an octave. So let's take a look though, starting from a different string. So like if I start from this E that we found, right? 12th fret, up 2, up 2. If we want to find our octave, you know, we can go up 7 strings. We can go up 1 string and 7 frets the same way that we did, or we can go. So we've got to go into the B string here, so we lose a fret. So we've got to go up 2 strings and 3 frets. And then, since we're crossing the B string, if we want to go up 3 strings, you know, we lose a fret, so we go back 2 frets instead of 3. And then really, like, apart from that, finding the octave, you know, we can use all those tricks, and you can use them everywhere. So let's talk about one other really important note before we go any further into this. So we can find the octave equivalent, right, of whatever note that we have, and really it doesn't, like this, for this, it doesn't matter what the note is. You can always do this, you know. If we start right here, random fret, random string, doesn't matter, whatever, we can go up 2 strings and 2 frets, and it's the octave, you know. You know, unless we cross the B string, then you got to remember, if you cross the B string, if you go onto it, or the high E, you got to add a fret. And that is it for octaves. But another really important note that we're going to need to know, so these are like interval terms that we're talking when we say octave, and the next interval that is really important is the 5th. And the 5th is just like when you play a power chord. You know, you play one fret of indeterminate pitch, whatever it is, who cares, doesn't matter. To find the 5th of that note, we'll go up 1 string and 2 frets. So your 5th is either up 1 string and 2 frets, right? Or we can use our octave trick on the same fret, but on the string below. Oh, I guess it is just it, isn't it? I forgot what note I was playing, because I wasn't thinking about what notes I was playing. fool. You know, so with roots, or with octaves, call them roots, and fifths. Another place that we can find our fifths, we can use that same kind of, you know, pattern of fives thing. So we'll start right here. If we go up one string, we can go up 2 frets, but if we stay on the same string, we can go up 7 frets. If we go up 2 strings, then we'll go back 3 frets. And you can see this is right below the octave every time. You know, if we go up, what, 4 strings is next? Or, well, yeah. So the cool thing about going up 4 strings is that fifth is on the same fret, right? Because it's right below our octave. And whenever you play a root and a fifth together, you are playing a power chord. Like right here, it's my root and my fifth. It's a power chord. It's a B5. You know, power chords, whenever you see them written, you'll always see them written as the letter that is the root note of the interval, and the number 5 to show that it is just a note and it's fifth. You know, we can play power chords any old way that we can find the root and the fifth together. If we remember that little trick about like navigating the fretboard, like, oh, okay, go up 2 strings and 2 frets, and as long as your guitar is tuned like in some sort of standard way, this is gonna work. You know, if you're in a weird tuning, then or even like drop D, you know, it won't work. It's like with drop D, you know, it'd be, instead of going up 2 frets, you'd be on the same fret, but really it only affects that string. Anyway, let's get back into talking about the old roots and fifths. You know, actually, to be honest, there's not a whole lot else to be said about roots and fifths besides that they together are like really probably the 2 safest notes to play if you are like trying to write a solo over something. So like you get a chord progression that's like, you know, we can really easily play. Okay, so let's find some octaves here that we're not just playing the same notes. We'll play that one and that one. And then we've got alright, there's our roots and fifths for the other 2 notes. We can put some together like oh, I can't. There you go, that sounds kind of neat. Yeah, and that's just roots and fifths. Anyway, that helped you. Like it, and subscribe for more musicy stuff. Thanks for watching, and I will See you later.